imprisonment in the state penitentiary for 1 to 20 years and hard labor.
Just remember, I'll be telling you one time again. When facing your enemy, you have to aim for his weakest point. Just remember, I'll be telling you one time again. When facing your enemy, you have to aim for his weakest point. Just remember, I'll be telling you one time.
I was told at an early age how to get some cheese. Grab a Glock, get my ass in, stick on who I see. Learned it quick, got my big whip. Round the age of 5, found this kid after kindergarten. Told him this is mine. Now I'm grown up with a pump cock, make a plan how to get my ass in. Bitch playing sticker man by this lane. It's a damn shame that he's all alone. He's a mark, might as well have a target on his dome. Hood on my head, mask on, jump behind the bush. Wait for this man patiently, for the barrels push. Inside his left rib cage, whispered in his ear. It's a sticker man, while the shoot, watch, give it hurt. Hesitate, long power, bitch, that's a stupid move. Shot him twice, playing with his life, that is what he'll lose. Got some new shoes on your feet, nigga, that's a loss. Check the shoe size 10, nigga, take 'em off, take 'em off. Oh my God, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Look, oh my God, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Look, oh my God, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Look, oh my God, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. I love to walk the night with a Glock in hand and my mask on, all black clothes with a black tone to match. Ho, looking for some of the bomb so I can put some cash in my pocket up behind the car. As he walking by, my gun I caught it, to catch him by surprise. See the terror in their eyes, some break down and start to cry. Others beg, don't take my life. Risk the stick up, ain't no games. Better give it up or spill some brains. Some would say that I'm insane. The life I live is fine with me. I guess I really love the rush, addicted like a blunt.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I don't know if TV is gonna come back and join us, but he didn't see the recent interaction between our little sis Aphrodite Rosestar and Grace THORP. If you guys don't know the backstory, they had a little bit of feuding going against each other because Aphrodite told her rape story to Grace, and Grace was very critical of her rape story. It turns out that continues. That continues in this most recent stream. And I'm gonna be on little sis's side. We love you, Aphrodite. But
Grace is our little sis too.
Grace is a little sis too, but like Grace is being a little bitch.
I'm never gonna be on Aphrodite's side. Aphrodite's a fucking retard.
Grace is being
sorry,
a cunt.
man. I know you feel bad when you see a dumb like.
I love Grace. I love both of them. You know,
you sort of have this compassion. That
look,
you have
hey, look.
Deranged crackhead on the side of the street.
Hey, shut up. Hey, shut up. I've listened to Andrew Wilson's streams. I know that women are 1, dummies, and 2, they stink. Okay? I'm red pilled.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm
we
100%
need Andrew
red.
Wilson to tell us that. That's right.
I'm 100% red pilled. Okay?
Yeah, you're so Rolo right now.
Long lost lovers. You haven't been on my stream since like a year ago.
Yeah, I've been working, girl.
Well, what'd you hop up to say?
Okay, so let me just preface this. We might have to speed up through it, but Grace doesn't realize that Aphrodite is essentially a doctor. And she doesn't know this.
Essentially a doctor. She's a physician assistant.
A physician assistant.
Okay.
She has a master's in
handing the scalpel to the doctor. She has a master in handing the scalpel to the doctor.
No, come on now. Let's be honest. A physician assistant could actually use the scalpel.
A fishing assistant.
Official. Stop.
All right, nigga. Just go ahead and start fucking simping. Stop simping and just play the video.
Who am I gonna simp? I'm gonna simp for Grace, or
you're simping for fucking Aphrodite.
No, look,
nasty work.
Aphrodite's tits are way better than Grace's tits.
Wait, who brought up their tits, dude?
Hi.
Nobody brought up their tits.
See how you're
we're both RV girlies now.
Oh, I've not in an RV anymore. I'm in an apartment.
Oh, you moved out of the bread truck?
Yeah, I still have the bread truck, but I had to get a job, so job and an apartment, but I'm living on the beach, so it's all good. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Guys, this is just so I just have a lot of new viewers, but this is Aphrodite Rose Starfire. She has her own channel, and I think a long time ago,
How do I make a poll in the chat? Can we choose? Okay, they don't look too good in this. I stopped at the wrong spot.
There we go. Yeah, that's where you stop it. That's where you do the poll.
Okay, never mind.
Me and you debated about like an assault story or something about like
my rape story.
Yeah,
called me I
called you a
lying feminist or something.
Didn't you say he like poisoned you with orange juice or something?
Well, yeah, he drugged me but I heard you've had your own similar groping encounters, but at least you haven't been raped. That's good.
I did have a groping encounter. Neither of us have been raped.
I've been raped,
and praise the Lord for that.
Yeah, I'm glad you haven't been. That's nice.
Are you a nurse now? Or are those scrubs? She has her own channel.
Then,
really? I did not know. Oh, so Red Bull gives you the ability to eat a girl out on her period.
No, Red Bull has the period blood in it, so you get your red wings by drinking the Red Bull. Like if you ate a girl out, you get your red wings. If you eat a girl out on your
I mean, I fucked up
on
that.
Is this your little sis, bro? That's your little sis? Okay.
I mean, tell me that she's not your little sis too. Come on. No, I mean, how long have we known her? We've known her way longer than Grace.
Yeah, but she's like never bent, never. There's no flex to her at all. She's completely fucking. It's crackhead energy, man.
No, okay? Well, I feel like
because she's got big tits or whatever the fuck you think.
No, they're not even big. They're just like
this is crackhead energy, man.
They're not big.
No matter if she's wearing
it is crackhead energy. Like I'm not denying that. I mean, like that's fine. That's fine. Well, here's the thing that I the only reason that I'm playing this is because I feel it's interesting.
Red Bull has Starfire in it because it gives you wings.
We're not going to backtrack on this, but it feels like Aphrodite is trying to stand by the bullshit that she said before, and it's almost like she doesn't want to believe what she's saying, and I can feel it in her energy, in her toroidal field. Right. I mean, we're getting into some like deep, like Terrence Howard kind of stuff right here. Like people that don't get what I'm saying probably think that 1 × 1 = 1. But like I'm a 1 × 1 = 2 kind of guy right now, and I'm telling you that like Aphrodite doesn't believe what she's saying, but she has to like stand her ground.
That's a lot. That's a lot you're granting her, but I do want to just keep saying Terrence Howard so the algorithm hits this screen.
Terrence Howard.
Right.
Terrence Howard.
And they let you practice medicine? Like you're practicing like you're a doctor's assistant?
I'm a physician assistant, yeah. A PA.
Literally what you just said. Interesting.
Yeah.
And just so you know that Grace THORP hasn't even graduated high school, and she doesn't have a GED. She doesn't even have a GED. Like, let's just lay the baseline. Grace
Appeal,
Thorpe.
appeal to authority fallacy. Appeal to authority fallacy.
Okay, appeal to authority.
I'm a logic bro.
Dang, I
You.
saw
I'm a
20
Chase
patients
Haggard, you bro.
today. It's quite a doozy.
She would dry her period blood and smoke it like weed. No, you would not.
Yes, I would.
Do you see?
Neil's ears, he cammed up for that for a second because he was so perked up about it. He was like, really? Really? That sounds good. Yo, Pineal, would you hit that?
He would.
Pineal, would you hit that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, you want to see? You want to see my dried period blood?
Chat, do we want to see it? Send a 1 if you want to see it. Send a 2 if you don't. We'll see. We'll see what the chat says.
Patients show me pictures of their poop all day long.
It's up to the audience. I'm curious myself, but let's see. We got a 1. We got a 2.
You can always go to my channel and see it too.
We got 2,
Okay.
2, 2.
Pause it for a second.
It's 2 for no.
I do just have to say this. Okay, so since she's been employed, there's no more scarring on her face. I'd like to just absolutely note that. And she claimed that there was it was some like skin disease.
No, okay, come on. We have to ignore some stuff. Okay, look, it's her sis, right? Obviously,
that's
know
your sister, bro. I don't know about
that's not I'll take ownership. Obviously, she was on methamphetamines. Okay, but now
according to our kings.
Well, according to us as well. But I mean, like, look at her. I mean, I'm so proud of her. Honestly,
all the power to her. I mean, yeah,
I'm so proud of her. I'm glad that she fucking got out of it.
I don't wish her any ill will. I'm just identifying what's
no, and
yeah, for everyone, right?
I think, I'm really am proud of her. I'm glad that she fucking got out of that bullshit situation. And she's not fucking.
What do you mean? Where she used some dude and then like sent him on his way? What? How's that a bullshit situation? Seems like she was slumming.
I didn't
say like she was slumming.
No. I didn't.
Seems like she's just one of these rich little bitches that goes off slumming and acts like she's like woke and like, oh, I'm doing the tough to hard path, and but she fucking strung some dude along and then fucking ditched him to go back to her fucking parents' house and get her life together.
I'm gonna send for Aphrodite. I will send for Aphrodite.
Get your life together.
Look, hey, shut the fuck up, Bernie.
Just another pampered bitch that gets her way, and you're gonna sit here. You're gonna call yourself red pilled, man. Come on.
No. Look, guys, we are blood. We are blood brothers and sisters. Do you guys understand this? That me and Aphrodite are blood brothers and sisters.
She is literally your blood sister.
We are not. We are not. No,
we're blood up. We're blood up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did the BOI, the heaven on earth. BOI.
Me and Aphrodite are blood up.
Fair.
We have a connection.
Your sister's back.
Yeah, you're connected to a meth head plumber in Florida named Mark Braun. Okay, I got you. Continue.
I don't know how to continue. How do I get these ugly motherfuckers off my stream? Yeah.
Okay, we don't have enough water. They don't seem to want to see it.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
It looks like broken red glass.
Mm.
Yeah. So how are you liking the art?
Red glass. That's an interesting.
I like it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's not that different because you can have Wi-Fi and stuff. So.
Oh, there's Wi-Fi at the campground.
I want to speed this up, but it's so hard to listen to females in higher speed. It's really hard.
It's tough, man. Just slow down because
I have my own. I mean, there is, but I have my own.
Wi-Fi box. I can't do this.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, we have to just we just have to go deal with this, man.
At all? Like, you have to like be in a spot where you can like a clearing or.
Yeah, I mean, it works really, like, I'm not that far away from society, so it doesn't, like Starlink, like Elon Musk's thing, which you have to have a clear.
Wait, did I miss that? Somebody
like,
said,
so
is that
never
true?
worked.
She said somebody chewed on her vagina.
Yes, yeah, that happened. That happens. Yeah, yeah,
He chewed on her vagina.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Continue.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you don't know about that story, but yeah, it comes up.
Work here, but it seems to work
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Cool. Did you find out who egged your van?
I did not, but well, I mean, my brother said he did, so that's my best guess right now because he said he did it, but I don't, not sure. I don't have video evidence.
Well, do you think he would lie about doing it? Like, why would he admit to doing it? if he
Not
didn't do
really.
it?
I don't think he would. I guess I just have a hard time believing he would. But actually, like, the more I think about it, the more like it makes sense. Like, he hates my guts for some reason, even though he says I'm a victim.
Like, I feel like constantly through this stream as I was watching it, like originally, like it's like Aphrodite's brain is waiting to like come back to reality at some point. Like it's like the neurons are firing, but like there's still something like preventing the dendrites from accepting the electrical impulses. Like she's like, I feel like at some point she's like, wow, this is totally fucking retarded. But at the same time, she's like, well, this is my backstory. I gotta maintain this at the same time. But like, I don't know. This is a very interesting stream, honestly. And that's why we're playing it, because we would not bring you some bullshit on EBT's stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's some real shit.
I would imagine a threesome with them would be
Aphrodite,
like
would you like to
probably
talk-
the weirdest threesome possible.
Okay.
Like just bizarre, just extremely bizarre.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck, yo.
I mean, I don't know if I would.
that's too
I don't know if
funny,
I
man.
would get out of that or not. I probably would
That's too
participate.
funny.
Spicoli backstage. He said backstage, I don't need a Red Bull to eat.
Spicoli. No Spicoli. Why are we
yeah,
still
no
entertaining
thanks.
fucking Spicoli? God damn. Anyways, most people don't probably know who Spicoli is.
Her of the JJ out, but maybe to eat her ass out. Lol. He seems interested.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
What happens here?
I forgot that.
Don't ruin it. Just play it.
Spicoli,
Don't
welcome
ruin
to
it
the
for me.
stream.
Grace. My battery's running low. But Aphrodite, I remember you from last year. I don't need a Red Bull to eat your vajayjay out on your period. Why would I need a Red Bull for that?
Well, you don't even have an invitation, so that's never gonna happen.
Well, that's why I don't need a Red Bull. But I could do it on a Coke. I could do it drinking Coke. So, guys, if you need a Red Bull to eat out a chick's vajayjay when she's menstruating once a week out of the month, you're non-binary. Like if Grace was menstruating right now, I'd probably eat her little pussy out if it was bleeding, and I don't even need a drink.
Oh, what
No,
the?
Maybe afterwards.
What the? Yeah, hey, yo.
No,
Nasty work.
No, we gotta skip. We gotta skip.
Yo, that's nasty. No,
I
we
told you.
We gotta feel the cringe. Keep
I told
playing
you.
it. We need to feel
Oh
the
God,
cringe.
I hate Spicoli. I
We
fucking
gotta
hate
feel the
Spic-
cringe. Don't skip
So,
it.
If
what do you
you're
think
around
about
him,
that?
That's vile. Spicoli, I'm putting you backstage for 2
Yes,
minutes.
thank
That
you.
is
She took
absolutely
care of it,
vile.
see?
Do not ever say those words again on my stream.
And if
Sir.
you're with a woman that's menstruating once a week, she has a problem. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Aphrodite, should we bury the hatchet? Should we rewatch our old video together?
Okay, so
Please
this is
don't.
what-
I hope they don't do that.
No,
because
they do not. They do not whatsoever. But it's
because-
funny because because Grace is like so conniving. Grace
Oh,
really.
are you kidding me? Yeah, she's
Grace is an evil genius. She's
YouTube driven. Let's just say that.
Grace
She's
is
content
if I wanted to use a CC, she's a conniving cunt. It's like not in a bad way,
Wow. Wow. Why
but-
are you talking about my sis like that, bro?
but She's a mastermind. She is like next level troll, really, if you really get
I
what she
think-
does.
You say troll, I say opportunist.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Maybe
okay.
one and the same. Anyways, let's
I prefer not. It's pretty raw. You're pretty.
see. Look, Aphrodite's already like, I remember all the fucked up shit I said when I was
Yeah,
fucking.
she's like, oh yeah, I forgot we did that.
And look at Grace. Grace is like, oh, I'm about to do this.
She's about to feast, bro.
I'm about to
Feast. She's about to feast, bro. Are you kidding me? She's about to eat good.
What about just the intro? Did you at least like the intro? Tell me you liked the intro. I worked hard on the intro.
The whole video is you just interrupting me while I'm trying to tell my story, calling me a liar.
Tell me you liked the intro. Come on. I mean, that was a great quote. He chewed on my vagina. Hey, I don't know if he did or not.
There you go. That's what that's the whole title of the video.
Dude, how did I miss this? I guess I was.
Well, I'm
just like,
telling you, he did.
You know, honestly, I don't remember it being titled that.
Yeah.
But
Just
Yeah,
the intro.
it was.
they're
super
known for.
disturbing.
Just the intro. I have to credit myself for my own work. Then we'll blip off.
And he kept feeding me.
yeah, Grace says she's gonna blip off, but this literally goes on for like an hour. It goes on for like a whole hour. But
Shots of Jaeger. So
What does that mean, feeding you shots of Jaeger?
he would buy me shots and say, "Here, take a shot."
And you freely took the shots, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going, but like so far we're lying. Okay, go ahead.
He was saucing me up to take me home to then drug me more. Grace, I took the shots, but then I was blacked out drunk.
That's your fault! Why are you getting blackout drunk with a guy if you don't really know him?
okay. Okay, I gotta preface this. This
I mean, wow.
no, hold on. This gets so fucked up, dude. This gets so fucked up for Grace. The longer this conversation goes on, it gets so incredibly fucked up for Grace that like this really
Why?
made. Oh my god, dude! Like this really makes me wonder actually about like who Grace is. The further
Let's
this
not.
no, this gets so messed up, dude. Okay, I'll let it play.
Let it play. Let it play.
Orange juice, vitamin C. He was eating me out and I was bloody, Grace. And I said, no.
How do you know you were drugged? How do you know you were drugged? That's my question. How do
Because
you
he
know?
gave me the orange juice.
So you have no evidence.
My
You
evidence
just are
is my
speculating
story,
because
Grace. And he gave me
Come on.
Grace's edits are pretty hilarious, though. Let's be
They're
honest.
pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
She's-
I
At
don't
least
know
admit
how
to me it
you
was
would
good.
expect to prove that. Like, how would you, like, you expect, this was like before cell phones that like could make videos or like how, I mean,
I mean,
don't
if you-
understand
I
how
would just
you
say
would
if you
expect somebody to prove it.
I can tell you how.
I don't even know if I can. Look, hold up. I don't even know if I can contain myself on how fucked up this interview gets. I don't even know if I can let it roll.
Good, let it roll, man.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
Come on,
I don't know-
man.
it-
Let's
no.
go.
Oh my god,
This
dude.
is
It gets,
content. This
it
is
gets
content.
so fucked up, dude. Grace is so fucked up in the head. Okay, I'll let
Let's
it roll.
go. Oh,
If you
wait,
had
need to get
suspected
him a
that
pillow
somebody drugged
auditing,
you the
man.
night
This is
before,
whack.
then you would go to a hospital and claim you had been raped and ask them to perform a drug test and a rape kit on you. I mean, you've been practicing medicine for 10 years. Wouldn't you know that that's a possibility?
I'm gonna have to.
Well, this was
skip
when
ahead.
I was 21. I just turned 20 to rape me.
Oh.
Yeah, he found a good fish to catch, and I was that fish. Like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean-
you're right, Grace. I was down for the free drinks. I was like, I didn't think
Right.
that could happen to me. I thought that I was just gonna get drunk. I thought I was just gonna go over to his place, make out.
Okay. So this is where. This is about where Grace starts to expose herself. Here is what's gonna happen.
Passed out, and then that's it. Because that's what I had done in the like before that with other guys. Like I wouldn't have sex with them. I would just like make out, maybe like do a little first, second base, third base.
So you're a cock tease, though. I mean, now that you're older, and you can look back on it.
21, yeah.
You understand that if a guy buys you a lot of drinks and takes you back to his place, he's expecting to get his rocks off, not just to make out.
Because a guy is expecting something doesn't mean you have to do it.
But that's kind of the expected. Of course not. But why would you go home with him if you weren't intending to get his rocks off?
Well, I know, but like you can get your rocks off.
Okay, no, so yes.
That's
No, it gets so fucked up how Grace explains this later. Grace thinks that when a male, I'm just gonna.
Okay, no, I heard it. I heard her say it. She's like, yeah. If he buys you things, it's sort of like expected. That's kind of
no.
Weird.
So Grace, no, it gets so fucked up, dude. It gets so fucked up because Grace thinks that when a man gets an erection, that it physically causes him pain, and that a female needs to actually relieve him of the pain. Yes.
No, fucking play it.
Play
it.
Having like.
Well, do you really think a stranger? Do you really think just think about logically? Do you really think a strange man wants to invite you over to make out with him, give him blue balls, and then pass out at his place?
Yeah. So Grace thinks that blue balls is like an actual physical condition that causes a man pain, and that it needs to be relieved, or else the man will stay in constant pain unless blue balls is relieved. Yeah, exactly. This is what Ben does. I mean, I hate to go that route, but that's the way that this conversation goes. It's really fucked up.
It had happened to me before. It happened. It wasn't like the first time that I had gone home with a guy.
Maybe guys your own age, but you knew he was much older.
You're right. It was more guys my own age that I would just fool around with, and then.
I mean, this is my point. I don't know what you think about this, but Eric says it's perfectly reasonable. Get drunk and pass out at a stranger's house. I have to admit, like, why wouldn't you just go back home or just make out with him at the bar and then say, like, I gotta go? I mean, I think even that's not fair to the guy. But
I mean, I'm my first, to admit poor judgment, like bad idea, like not safe decisions. But that doesn't mean. I signed up to get raped. Like I didn't, just because I made a bunch of bad decisions didn't mean I consented to him raping me.
Some people would argue that going back to a guy's place after he buys you drinks at a bar is essentially sexual consent.
Well, they would be wrong.
Not technically, but that is the general concept of it.
No, it's not. You can consent all the way until you don't consent. You can consent to have sex, and in the middle of sex, stop consenting to have sex. And that doesn't mean that the guy can keep pumping away because you started. You have to go through with it. No, you can consent till you don't consent. Like sex is not like a predatory thing. It's a two-person agreeing thing.
Well, but you say like you were making not safe decisions.
Can you pause it for a second?
But don't you actually think you?
Do you see her ticker? It says 10. She's doing the flow state thing now. $10 to backstage panelists.
That's not even flow state thing. He stole that from that fucking retard.
Anton, whatever.
No, the guy that does the verbal combat.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy. Yeah.
Okay.
You were making predator.
But I'm telling you, this gets fucking wild. I was in the live chat.
Dark?
It gets dark, dude. Like Distinction was in the chat with me. Like it gets fucking weird, dude. Like
predatory decisions. You were expecting guys. What you thought was the deal was that guys would pay for your drinks. You would get super wasted. I mean, 7 to 10 shots of Jaeger is like you're wasted. So when you say drugged, that doesn't even make sense because it wouldn't when I got to like. Are you sure you didn't just black out from the booze? Like, why would he need to drug you? 7 or 10 shots?
Because
I would have alcohol poisoning.
He was, yeah, that, and initially I thought that that was what had happened.
Okay, well, they go on about being blacked out, and it's clear that Grace has never been blacked out because she keeps coping about it. Anybody that's been blacked out, you know that you're like not really in control of yourself. You might have like random memories of the situation, but it's like a whole different phenomenon. But
Right. No doubt. Like anybody, yeah, you can be fucking blacked out, but
I've been
I
blacked
just,
out, and I've done some really fucked up shit in my time. Like,
I mean, not saying that whatever the guy did was
So you're saying did gay shit, basically, is pretty obvious.
I mean, Grace just rails her on being blacked out for a while. She says like,
we do you do sort of have to entertain the conversation of you're putting yourself in this I'm not justifying anything whatever happened to her, if that actually did happen to her. I don't know. I don't know this lady. It's just all a story to me. I don't know. She lived the reality. It's whatever. But if
I mean,
if you play with, I mean, you play in the mud, and you do things with people that you don't know. I mean, and something like this happens, what exactly, how, there's sort of this lack of expectations when we deal with like people that live in that culture of getting fucked up and partying and stuff like that. Like, do you think how naive can you be to think that the like people aren't there to prey on you? You know what I mean? Like,
well, Grace makes
I
some
understand
great.
no one should be doing, no one should ever have touched her if that is in fact what happened. But if you play around with fucking you lay with dogs, you're gonna get fucking dirty. You're gonna, this.
Right,
Let's just
right,
be honest here. It's
and
not as
Aphrodite's not really denying any of these facts, and she like completely is like honest about this, and she's like, I was young, and I would go to the bar, and sometimes I'd go home with the guy, and I just fool around with him, and then that would be the end of it, and then we would part ways, which I don't know, to be honest, that was a very common thing when I was younger, right? Like you didn't necessarily have full-fledged fucking intercourse with somebody, but there'd be cases where you just go and fool around with a girl, and then you might not see her again, right? Like that was just kind of
yeah.
a, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Aphrodite is saying here.
But yeah, but I also just want to clarify. I'm not being insensitive to what happens to women. I 100% understand that this type of shit definitely fucking happens to women, where their sort of careful or carelessness, or they're wanting to have fun and just be carefree, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah, no,
carried away,
yeah,
and men take advantage of that. And I completely understand that 100%. And I'm not, I just,
yeah. And I'm not
I just
white
wish that
knighting. I'm
women
not white
would be a
knighting
little
for
bit
either.
more on guard about that sort of thing. And then,
Right,
but
and this is where Grace is pretty much kind of on point to some extent, right? I mean, you're gonna go home with the guy. You're gonna go to the guy's place. Uh, you know, things are gonna happen. Whatever. That's beyond the point. That is what it is. Whether or not Aphrodite's story is rape or not is really not the point of why this is funny to watch. We just gotta let it
that's
run.
kind of not even
Okay.
funny at this point.
He
I'm
had
kind of
given
lost
me
my
No. When Grace starts to, it's so fucked up. It really is so fucked up, and it's like if Grace is acting this out, then she's like really like an Academy Award winning actress. But like she honestly believes that like when a man gets erected, that like a female absolutely has to deal with the erection, like not for any sexual reason, just because the man is having a physical like pain to where he could like die from
What?
it, and that he has to be relieved of
What?
the pain of the erection. 'Cause
What?
she thinks blue balls is like
No fucking
yes,
way,
dude. I'm
dude.
telling you, it's like
No
me
fucking
being
way.
distinction. This is like sexual cult
Yo,
programming. It's
yo,
fucked
I
up.
gotta,
It's so fucked up.
This orange juice that tasted funny, and it was drugs. Cause yeah, and then he had me brush
didn't
my
you
teeth
Mm-hmm.
so that it wouldn't transfer to
But
him.
Aphrodite, anything, especially orange juice, would taste funny after 10 shots of Jaeger. Don't you think that's true?
No, Grace. You know.
Well, I mean,
I've been plenty blacked out
an
drunk
acidic
other
drink,
occasions
you had
in
just-
my life, and this was
I'm sure it
way
tasted
different.
funny. I don't know why he would give you orange juice, because I
'Cause
would
he
think
was
that
a
would make you
rapist.
nauseous after 7 or 10
He
shots,
was a
7 to 10
rapist.
shots of Jaeger.
He was.
Are you
this
sure you
was
didn't
a-
just feel nauseous at the taste of orange juice
No.
after so much alcohol?
No.
So it tasted funny, and then you continued drinking it, or you just had one
Yo, speaking of orange juice, I feel like I want to munch on some shrooms right now, to be honest.
sip, and then you said, this tastes weird.
I think I drank
That's
like
the
half
Amanita
of it. It was
muscaria,
like in
bro.
a
Yeah, I'm gonna do that
tumblers,
actually. I
you
need
know.
that at the moment.
Why
And
would you
then
drink
he-
half of it if you thought it tasted funny?
Because I remember he was like standing over me, and then he
Yo,
was like, yeah,
pause it
like,
for
"Vitamin
1 second.
C,
Are you
come
still
on,
there?
drink it, come on, it'll be good for you."
Oh, you
Maybe
fucking
he was trying to
walked away.
sober you up.
I mean, I know what happened, Grace. You can believe me or not. I mean, you're your own person, but it did happen, and it was drugs. And I know the difference between being blacked out drunk and somebody that chose me. You know, it was grooming. Like he chose me, and then he liquored me up, and then he brought me to his place, and then he drugged me so that he could have his way with me. It's like they call it sleeping
He didn't
beauty
bring you
syndrome.
to his place. He didn't bring you to his
Yeah,
place.
he did.
You went to his place with him freely, didn't you?
Because he asked me to go to his place. I didn't.
you
say,
could have
like,
said no.
Hey, let's go to your place.
But you could have said no. I'm getting a taxi home.
Yeah, I could have said no.
So he didn't pressure you. He asked you if you wanted to come back to
I
his
didn't
place.
say
and you
he
said yes.
pressured me. I said he brought me to his place, and he like walked me over. He like lived like right behind the bar.
All right, so that's kind of weird.
He
Where's
asked
your
you, like,
boutique?
he
I
asked you if
need
you
to
wanted to go
pause
to
this
his
shit.
place, and you said yes, and then you went to his place with him.
I went to his place. Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
but
lived
you're
by himself.
phrasing it like he groomed you and brought you over. He asked you if you
did.
wanted to go back to his place, and you said yes. Look, Aphrodite,
Yeah,
every
I can
girl
barely
knows.
stand up.
Every girl knows when a guy asks after buying you a bunch of drinks at a bar. When a guy asks
Yeah,
you to go
you
back
can
to his
pause it for a
place,
second.
every
I
single
just
woman
wanted to
and man.
make something clear here. So
Yeah,
this whole thing about the orange juice is kind of weird because
That
okay.
face you got it paused on. Holy shit.
Yeah, this whole thing about the orange juice is very strange because the orange juice could not there could be no drugs in the orange juice and the guy still tried to take advantage of her. I don't understand why the orange juice has to be the thing that pushed her over the edge when she had self-admittedly took all the shots at the bar. Okay, that's number one. Like, why does this guy need further drugs to do it? He could have just, taken advantage of her at that point. You know what I mean? That
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
Grace does point that out. She's like, well, maybe the dude thought you were fucking drunk off your ass, and he was just trying to give you like, here's orange juice. Maybe you could sober up a little bit or something.
Yeah, or maybe he couldn't take no for an answer. Like that's all in the realm of possibilities there, and he just kind of did it, and she just sort of acquiesced to it. She could have said no, and then she sort of acquiesced with it as a what is it, the possum playing dead thing, for self-preservation, which is probably a reality for a lot of women. in those situations, they sort of play dead because they don't want any violence enacted on them. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, personally, I don't think she was raped during this story, but I mean, that's not even what it's really the Grace is the way Grace it.
Yeah, but
Grace
continue. Yeah, I want to.
Knows what that
I want
means.
to
It means
hear
he
this
wants to
bullshit.
have sex.
Every guy wants to have sex all the time, Grace. Whether
No,
you're
that's not
drunk or
true.
not. Yeah, it is.
That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it is.
men are not just animals. He probably liked you,
No,
thought
a
you were
lot of
cute.
a lot of women want to have sex too, but most people respect boundaries of consent, and he was taking that.
It sounds to me like he
away
did.
by
He did
drugging
respect
me.
your boundary of consent by
How?
asking you if you wanted to go back to his place.
Well,
If you
was
were
he supposed to
so,
lift me up and
if
carry
you were
me to his
so
place?
drunk, he could have just kind of cajoled you back to his place. But he asked you straight up,
I
"Do you want to
was,
come back
like,
to my place?"
Well,
That's a weird part of the story too.
He
like-
was respecting.
Yeah, and I also don't know is this the same guy that like took her DNA to like replicate her in the
Oh, yeah, that's
underground, like to make like Aphrodite fucking robots in the underground world? I mean, because
Yeah. It always takes.
That's an actual story she tells as well. So.
That is true. That is something what she tells. But it always takes something true from nonsense to be spawned from. So yeah.
Your boundaries by asking you whether you wanted to come back or not.
How else would he get me to his place? Knock me over the head with a stick and say, "Come here, woman."
Well, according
woman,
to
no.
you, you were so drunk that you didn't know what was going on. You would have gone anywhere.
I was.
Well, okay, two things. How could you be so drunk? How could you be so drunk then and still remember that he asked you whether he wanted you to come back? You wanted to come back to his place. And secondly, if you were so drunk, couldn't he have just?
What's also funny is that Grace started this like, let's bury the hatchet on this thing where I was making fun of your rape story.
Yeah,
and then
that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
She
goes on for like 2 hours about her rape.
Hey, let's make up. Also, I don't believe you got raped. So.
What I don't
Push
know what
you
you're
over
trying
to his place.
I'm. You're like splitting hairs. Like it makes no difference. I'm not.
It makes a
like,
huge.
Oh, if you're saying
that
for you to go to his place, I'm not saying that. Like, I
If
was
you're
frickin'
saying
blacked out, wasted, and
but
I
you,
had
but okay, so you were blacked.
I had
you
gone
weren't
to
blacked out
other
wasted because you weren't blacked out
other
wasted. 'Cause
men's
You remembered
places before.
You weren't blacked out
So,
wasted because you
and I-
remembered that he asked you if you wanted to come back with him, and you said yes. So you weren't blacked out, and you weren't so wasted that you didn't remember that.
Let's bury the hatchet from our previous
Right?
argument by continuing the argument all over again.
Yeah, I mean, I've been blacked out wasted. I made some pretty terrible decisions in my lifetime. I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah,
but
fortunately for us, we never fucking raped anybody.
These are the girls that go poop right after sex and don't even care to hide it. They're just like so open about it.
Wow. Wow.
Yo,
wow.
Nasty work, Pioneer.
You to know you're
That was so oddly specific. I feel like you've had experience.
Yeah, that's dirty business. That's dirty business.
I feel you, big bro. I feel you. I feel you.
I have you been blacked out drunk before? I know.
Yeah.
I know when we did this, when you grilled me last time about my rape story, you said, "Oh yeah, I've been drunk before," and then later you're like, "Actually, I've never been drunk."
Well,
So
I mean, I've blacked out once.
Now that's a clip for the ages right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really have no experience about drinking out at bars with people, like,
I don't go to a lot of bars.
socials.
No.
Yeah. Well, I
What's the
did when I was
difference?
21.
Are you saying that being around people makes you more wasted if you drink more alcohol?
No, I'm just saying you don't understand the minutia of a social interaction at a bar, and that's why you're finding.
Damn, Grace, you don't get the nuance, Grace. But she's right. It happens. You be at a bar, and you're totally fine, and then next thing you know, it's the next day, and you're like, "Yo, What the fuck just happened on that
ABT,
shit?
did you get diddled, bro? Do you need to tell us something?
Okay, well maybe
Are you trying to tell us something, bro?
I could tell you a real fucked up story.
You know
if
what's
want
funny
that.
is guys could probably talk to each other about that. But yo, I got diddled.
No, I don't know if I got diddled or not, but like, man. So I came back up here to Chicago to get the. No, I can't tell the story. Actually, I can't tell the story. Anyways,
It's so difficult
Don't tell the
about
story. Don't tell. Don't
understanding
overshare.
why and how he asked me to go home with him when I had like 7 to 9 shots of Jaeger. Like,
Okay, wait. Let me ask you a question. Because
a lot of
I am
time people go
inexperienced
to-
with social
people
situations.
go to people's houses afterwards for like a nightcap or like the after
Not by
party.
themselves. Not by themselves. Not two people, a man and a woman, go back for just a nightcap.
I mean, back then it was very common.
Let me ask you a question.
I mean,
let me
after
ask you a
COVID,
question.
I don't know if people are.
Let me
doing
ask you a
that. I
question.
don't do that now. But.
Let me ask you a question. When he asked you back to his place, did you think that he wanted to have sex with you? That he intended to have sex with you?
Probably, but I was in the mindset, like I said before, of getting into a bed with a guy and fooling around and then passing out and not having sex with them.
But did you? Okay, so that was your.
So that was what I was expecting.
That was your
to
intent.
happen.
But do you understand how male? Your doctor's assistant, physician's assistant. You understand?
Okay, guys. This is what I was talking about. So, so Grace thinks it's an actual medical. Grace thinks that blue ball is an actual medical condition that a male gets when he's aroused, and that it needs to be relieved, or else the male is going to be under some kind of great pain or something. This is where this starts, and this is where it gets really fucked up.
And you understood then, because you were 21, how male physiognomy works, correct?
Physiognomy?
Mm-hmm. So when
what's physiognomy?
When a man becomes erect, when his penis is filled with blood.
Physiology?
Hey, yo, what?
Well, whatever. Yeah. It's physiology. Sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah. Grace fucked that up. Physiognomy is like Nazi, judging somebody by
That's Nazi dog whistle for notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, pay attention. This is where it gets fucked up.
When his penis fills with blood,
there
is a certain pain that he experiences if he does not ejaculate once.
That's not true,
he becomes erect. Is that correct or not?
That is incorrect.
When a man begins engaging in physical intercourse with a woman, within sexual intercourse, there's a difference between men and.
So she's saying that blue balls justifies aggression to get it done.
Just watches Grace. Grace is 100%.
I can't tell if she's serious or like.
No,
like,
I don't know if she's
doing this for engagement, then she's genius. If she's not, then I don't even know what to think.
Yeah, no, this is fucked up. This is so fucked up. If Grace is doing this as an act, she's, like I said, she's Academy Award winning actress. But if not, there might actually be some dark shit going on in the THORP family.
Women, right? Women don't need to orgasm to finish the sexual act, but men do, right? That is the definition of finishing the sexual act for a man.
Well, I don't know what finish.
I mean, just look at Grace. She's like got that like childish look on her face, like she's got
her. She's got her, man.
She thinks that she's like, this is a real thing, like, and she's like, oh, how do you not know this, Aphrodite? How do you not know that if the man gets hard, that you have to relieve it, or else he's going to be in pain?
Yo,
you know?
Michael said Grace never lets a boner go to waste. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
nasty
This is
work.
fucked up. This
Seeing
is
the
fucked up,
sexual
dude.
act I mean, there's orgasm, but men don't have to orgasm. And if they don't orgasm, they are not in extreme pain. Like, I don't know who taught you this, but that's
Do you think that
true.
blue balls doesn't? You don't believe in blue balls?
Grace thinks that blue balls is an actual medical condition.
Okay, let me just say this: I've never experienced blue balls that people have purported it to be painful. That's never happened to me.
No, like maybe
not fucking
emotionally,
real.
maybe emotionally painful. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not fucking real.
no, you go in the bathroom and fucking rub it out, and it's over with. Like,
No, I've never even experienced the. There's no pain. I've never experienced about getting a hard on and then it stopping. Never has that ever happened to me.
Sure, there's blue balls, but that's
even if you take blue balls,
not-
even if you take blue balls out of it, you understand that when you engage in sexual interactions with a man, like kissing and cuddling and making out, that he's expecting to ejaculate, right? His body is getting ready to ejaculate.
No.
No?
No. Not every guy gets a boner from making out. Most do, but just because you make, so you're saying like, oh, if you kiss a guy, then you.
Grace is,
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. Yeah, okay.
Then you better have sex with them because you're hurting them if they don't ejaculate and they might have blue balls. Like, what the?
Well,
fuck kind of
here's what I'm
reasoning is
wondering:
that?
were you planning on not consenting to sexual intercourse?
I just told you, yes. I was planning on not having sex with him, just like how I had not had sex with other guys I had gone home with.
So you expected a man, so this was your thought process. He's going to pay for my drinks. I'm going to go back with him. I'm going to get him sexually excited, and then I'm not going to finish. And that's where I draw the line, and I say I no longer consent.
Perfectly happy with making out with me, feeling my boobs, maybe sticking a finger in there. That's awesome. Like
what? Yeah, that's the clip of the century too. That's another clip of the century there. Oh man, can you just rewind that? Can you rewind that? 5-second rewind. 5-second rewind.
I tell you,
just hit the arrow button on your fucking keyboard.
The arrow button.
Yeah, just the arrow button back. It'll do for like 5 seconds. There you go.
Boobs, maybe sticking a finger in there.
Back.
That's awesome.
Go back.
Maybe sticking a finger in there. Out with
hit the arrow.
Feeling my boobs. Maybe sticking a finger in there. Out with me. Feeling my boobs. Maybe sticking a finger in there. That's awesome. Like they think that's awesome.
That's awesome. Let's go
sex.
team.
Okay.
Stick a
They're
finger in
happy that
there.
they got as far as they could. And maybe they'll try again another day. But it's not like, you know, if I turn a guy on, I have to fuck him.
Touching my boobs. Like, stick a finger up
you
there.
don't
look how Grace is so perplexed. Grace is so perplexed by this idea. It's just so unreal.
You don't have to fuck him, of course, but if you don't, you should genuinely apologize and make it up.
No.
At this point.
No.
I don't.
If you
I don't know. I don't know if she's doing that.
You know what Grace is all about with this YouTube shit. You know Grace is just creating fucking controversy.
I don't know, honestly.
Maybe I'm being too charitable here, but it would be fucking insane if she believes otherwise.
No.
Or if she's just like,
wait, hang on. Wait, let me ask you a question.
Sex with you is sacred. It's something that you give. Like
having somebody feel your
not owed.
Wait, so that's sacred. That's sacred, but having somebody stick a finger up your vagina is not? Having somebody kiss you is not?
I like having sex. I like being
but you're not
in it's fun.
You're drawing the sacred line at
so having
wait, Aphrodite.
Grace is right though.
Hold on. You're drawing the line at physical at penetration, but you're saying that he's welcome to stick a finger in you. That's
didn't
not
say
saying
anybody's welcome.
is. Yes, you did. I can roll back the tape. You said
Yeah, roll back the tape.
he's welcome to play with my boobs or stick a finger in me.
I don't think I said.
But
he's
I wasn't
welcome
expecting to have sex. Okay. Do you think it's okay? Let's see. Do you think it's okay to let a guy start having sex with you, start pounding you, if you plan to tell him to stop halfway through?
I've never done that where I plan to have somebody stop, but there are instances when, you know, either you get uncomfortable.
I mean, just the language that Grace.
It's just fucking. It's fucking wild, man. I don't even know, man. It's just...
I shouldn't even be listening to this, to be honest.
You know, I feel dirty. Just
I feel dirty. No, Cage.
No, check out that. Don't press play. Look at her hands. Look at that. That kind of looks. Oh man. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, stop it. Stop it.
It looks like some.
What the fuck is this guy?
So he's gonna porn bomb you, dude. It's one of these Electric Universe dudes, man. Get him out of here.
I don't like that guy anyways. He's coming from Pineal Power, probably.
Hurts or
No, I'm not saying something came up. I'm saying if you plan beforehand to say, okay, I'm going to go home with this guy, I'm going to let him start fucking me, but then I'm going to tell him I no longer consent halfway through. If you plan to do that ahead of time, is that okay? I'm not saying you have. I don't think you have. I'm just saying
I don't know why you would plan. Why would somebody plan to want to start and then stop? That makes no sense.
That is exactly my question to you.
Why
girly.
would you plan?
Why would you plan to start and then stop? Don't you understand? You just asked the same question I've been asking you. It does make no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I never started.
Yeah, she's missing the part where Aphrodite started it, though. Come on, Grace. That's like you kind of smuggled that in there.
This whole interaction is just so strange, but like it's obvious that Grace has like zero experience in this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, when we saw her hanging out with playing with fire and Lauren De Laguna, that kind of told us everything. She went back to the fucking RV with her dad.
Right. And live stream talking shit about the people she was just
right. That she was just hanging out with.
As they were watching. As they were watching.
Right. Unless it was intentional, which is fine.
Which is hilarious if that was the play, but
started having sex. I'm talking about other stuff other than intercourse.
You planned to start having sexual interactions with men and then stop halfway through.
You said intercourse, so that's different. Sexual interaction.
Foreplay is leading up to intercourse. If you really want to split hairs.
Now, like, and this just exposes Grace's. I don't know what the right word is for that, but I mean, like, that shit happens, right?
I mean, married men. Married. I mean.
You go home you take a girl back to the apartment sometimes when you're in your 20s, right? Like you don't necessarily always have full-fledged intercourse, right? You
of course
fool around. And
that
then
was the game. That was the game. It was the game you would fool around and because
that was okay. And then sometimes
it wasn't hookup culture though. In our day, it wasn't hookup culture. It was, I kind of like this girl and like, I want to see this girl again, and like, of course, if the girl wasn't into it at some point, you would stop.
Because, and that sometimes actually was more kind of.
Yeah, that's a win.
That's a win.
That was a win for us.
It was not necessarily more satisfying, but sometimes the tease is better than the full.
Right.
The full thing, right? Like
journey is better than the destination,
right?
know?
Yeah, that's the reality of the situation.
The romance is better than it being dead. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
about that. You think
not intercourse.
Right, that's why they're two different words.
I know, but you
But
said
foreplay leading up. Foreplay is leading up to intercourse.
But
So what I'm
pause
saying is,
one more
if you
time.
planned
Pause it
to
just
start
one more
having
time.
intercourse,
Just real quick point that I want to make. Yeah, I mean, think about it. What it is now for people, for Gen Z. You know, like hookup culture. It's either sex or zero. It's either you're into me or not. If you're into me, you're fucking me. You know what I mean? It's like it's fucking insane what the grading scale that these people are like going through. Like it's fucking wild. It's absolutely zero intimate connection at all. It's either love me or don't, or hate me.
Well, but then also I feel like sloppy toppy is like first base for these people at this point.
Right. That's
You know,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's like just standard.
That's
like
third base as far as I'm concerned.
right. But like for this generation, sloppy toppy is like first base. That's like a given.
That's what's
You know what
I don't even know what's home plate at that point. Is sloppy toppy's first base? What's home plate exactly?
Right. Exactly.
Is it? Am I suspended with hooks on my back, and I'm fucking this girl in the middle of the air? I don't get it.
That's what I was thinking, like 50 Shades of Grey type shit, maybe.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Okay. Hold up. Yeah.
Just hit play. Just hit fucking play, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
50
But I
Shades
want
of Gay, maybe.
and then say I don't
I wanna
consent
get
halfway
back to
through, that would be wrong. If someone planned to do that. So likewise, if you planned to have foreplay with a guy, but as soon as it got to actual intercourse, you planned to say I no longer consent, that's also wrong.
Where's that clip that
What there's
okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It absolutely is. If you think
No, it's
that
not wrong.
starting intercourse and then planning to tell him to stop halfway through
Well,
when he's fucking you is
you
wrong.
You keep on flipping up, Grace. You say planned intercourse and then stop, and then you say planned sexual activity and then stop. Like
right.
Well, feeling
I'm saying
somebody's boobs and then saying I don't want to have sex, that's not wrong.
If you plan, it's not wrong per se in the moment, but if you plan ahead of time to say, I'm going to let this guy engage in foreplay with me, but I am not going to let him have actual intercourse with me, that's wrong.
That's not wrong, Grace.
It is wrong.
Pause it for 1 second. One more thing. This is the traditional home plate. First base is making out. Second is heavy petting. Third is oral sex. Home plate is sex. Okay,
I don't know everybody keeps saying I'm a whore. Like, I'm not a fucking whore.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's what it is. First play, making out. Second, heavy petting. Third base, oral sex. Home is sex. Period. Intercourse.
Yeah,
that's
right. I don't know everybody keeps saying I'm a whore. Like, I'm not a fucking whore.
Yeah, that's right. That's where we're at.
Yeah, that's first base.
That's first base. That's literally first base now.
First place is sloppy toppy and on the way to the bar.
That's you exchanged you've exchanged 6 messages on
Grace. Is that a reality for you? Is that first base to you, Grace?
I don't think Grace is doing any. I think Grace is really a sheltered female.
I certainly hope and pray for her that's the case.
Well, but
the way she's communicating this shit is like
it gets fucking weird, dude. It gets fucking weird.
You have to have sex with, and that's really messed up. Like,
and Grace really is like she's really confused how like she really thinks that an erection is like a medical condition.
It's like an emergency room.
Emergency, yeah. She thinks that it has to be dealt with. It's not about sex. It's like a man gets an erection, it has to be dealt with, or else he's gonna die. Like the man's gonna die.
Imagine running straight butt naked to the ER fucking entrance room. Like, I got a fucking erection. Somebody got to deal with this now.
Right.
Thinking.
If you
Like,
make
that's-
out with a guy full
you have
on,
your own control over your body. You can say no at any time.
but let me ask you a question, Aphrodite. Why would somebody make out with a guy and not have sex with them?
What?
Why would you do that? Why
Really?
would you want to
What?
do that?
Really?
Why would you?
Really?
There's been lots of girls I've made out with that I did not have sex with. Same night.
Yeah.
So
What?
I don't know where she gets that logic from. That's a logical fallacy. I think that's a non sequitur. Is that a non sequitur?
It's a non sequitur. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Well, below the non sequitur, saxophone.
I love non sequitur date rape. You know, that's just
Want to engage in
Really?
foreplay?
Like, you
No.
think you
Why would you
really-
want to engage in foreplay if you don't want to have intercourse? They go with each other.
They
No, Grace.
That's a non sequitur.
It's
That's
a
a
non
non
sequitur.
sequitur.
There's often many times when you're dating that you engage in foreplay and never have intercourse. I mean, that's that's a common common dating thing.
Yeah, I know all about it. I courted a Jewish American princess. That was fucking hell. Okay.
I mean, I dated a girl for like probably a year, and we just do like heavy dry humping for like fucking like 6 months. You know, it's like,
Oh man, I don't know. I've never experienced that. You shouldn't have told anybody that. You should have kept that.
no,
shit
I told it because she had like the ass, you know, like, but now like it's
Isn't that
like
that's like a Mormon thing, right? The dry humping. Is that where that became popular though, right?
well, but she also didn't like doing any extra extra activities. And then about 6 months into it, when we actually did full intercourse, I understood why she was preventing me from doing, you know, like the whole, you know, there's the whole idea of the hot dog in the hallway kind of thing. I mean, that's like a real thing. You know, the hot dog in the hallway thing is like a real thing.
Yeah,
And like
it's a desensitizing thing. You know, it's an enterprise. You know, it's like
I understand why I was being prevented from having that experience.
somebody said in the chat. I thought TBE waited till marriage. No, ma'am. I was a man whore to a great degree.
I mean,
No,
this is
ma'am.
Jason Stamos. I mean, like,
I had snow bunnies all over the place. Snow bunnies. You know, I had some black knees. No, I'm not proud of it. This is just who I was before. You know,
I think we all have. I mean, none of us are.
but you know, in our experiences here, hearing Grace talk about these things, it's foreign to me. Like the way she sort of pieces these things together. Like I don't
No,
know.
it very much
It's
is.
almost like a bad, like old jock fucking movie. Like the way her logic works, you know, like, oh, we made out. It's time to have sex.
Oh yeah.
Because we made out. That's it's like a sovereign citizen, fucking sovereign sexual citizen thing. Like, well, you signed the contract when we kissed. We're now in a contract now, and now we're fucking. Okay.
I've actually in my dumpster file, I've actually got a video that's exactly like that from the 50s. And I'll find out why we let this play for a minute. Maybe we'll go back.
For a minute.
Let's just take a break. let's just take an advertisement break.
Yeah.
Back to
Please, guys.
Yes.
This is the abstract angel artist Stephen K. Angelic Visions throw pillow. Beautiful, angelic.
on sale now for $33.00. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, wow. Seahorse Divinity.
It's a cum pillow. Man, Kalian saying it's a cum pillow.
Yikes. Well, I mean, like, come on now. I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Oh, that looks so good.
Ain't wrong. What else do we
So
got?
good. Looks so tight, bro.
Starfish Dreams.
That's the butthole. That's the butt.
Everyone is equipped with. Look, guys.
Oh, this is fucking gold right here. All right, I'm breaking out the credit card and gifting this to Jack Talcott. Does anybody know where he lives? Yeah, I'm gonna gift this to Jack Talcott. This is perfect.
Look at the title of it.
Fucking bull. Why is she blood red too? Oh man, is this an Aphrodite rose sort of throw? Is this like a signpost of sorts?
This is some dirty business. This is some dirty business.
Nasty work, King. Nasty work. What in the world? Well, we've got some ladies of Enslavia in the chat tonight. We got
Ooh.
They're your mods here? How did that
Oh, that's Vera Lee. I didn't know. Vera Lee's in the chat. I didn't know you made it to a PiLLOW from Abstract Angel Artist. There you are right there.
Oh, there she is. Is that Vera? Yeah. That's
Yeah, True Seeker in PiLLOW. Throw PiLLOW. Wow.
Prayer. And she's in prayer. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. All right.
You can get that in a 20 by 40. Anyways, back to the regularly scheduled programming.
Was there a regular schedule? This is not regular schedule?
No, this is not what we're
very
regular
guy, of course, and that's not foreplay. But if you're like making out with him full on, like, and he's like grabbing you, and stuff, that's foreplay. Why would you do that if you don't want to have sex?
Because maybe you're not ready to have sex. Like I did foreplay.
If you're ready to do that, you're ready to have.
When I was 17 and a half for 6 months before I let him have sex with me, like your rationalization makes
That guy's
poor
balls. The poor balls on these men that you have interacted with, Aphrodite.
Well, you have
my
some
God,
kind of weird fascination with blue balls that I've never had.
It's not a fascination. It's not a fascination. It's not a fascination. It's respect.
Yeah,
it's a respect of something that I wouldn't want to do to a man.
Yikes.
If I actually liked the man, I wouldn't want to cause him that pain. If I actually liked a guy, I wouldn't want to cause him that pain. And not only the pain,
well, you don't
but like just the humiliation. Just the humiliation. Just the humiliation, Aphrodite.
The humiliation of what?
Aphrodite, why didn't you pay for your own drinks and tell the guy that you were not interested in having sex with him? Why not? If you wanted to maintain your boundaries.
What?
If you didn't want him,
the culture of going out in bars, Grace, is that guys buy pretty girls drinks.
It's slut
and
culture.
Most of the time,
it's slut culture.
99% of the time, the girls do not sleep with the guys.
It's sex
Maybe
culture.
95% of the time.
And then that's not true. It's slut culture. Aphrodite.
Huh?
That's what sluts do. They go out to the bars, guys pay for their drinks, and generally they have sex with them.
Well, you can
girls who aren't
when I was
girls who
21
girls who
if you
aren't
want,
no,
like
there's
I said,
different there's a different
sex with guys. I was going home with them and fooling around, and that was it.
So you were just a cock tease who got her free drinks and then didn't follow through on the bargain.
Sure, but that doesn't
well, that's wrong
to rape me.
But that's wrong that you had the idea that you could just do that and there wasn't going to be a guy who eventually said,
so
I'm going to get what I paid for.
Wrong. I just deserve to be raped. Is that what you're saying? Is that any girl that takes drinks from a guy is consenting to sex, and if she doesn't want to do it, she's wrong?
No.
Well, that's what you're saying.
Know it, I can feel it.
Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck, Pineal? What the fuck did you just do to my fucking stream, dude?
Do it. Play it. Do it. Do it now.
Sex. And
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Remove. What the fuck did you do to my stream, dog? I knew I shouldn't let this motherfucker up on here. Like, he's really a fucking bad actor in these streets. You can get the fuck out of here, Pineal. Let me fucking ban you from the fucking studio, faggot. Let me fucking end your